Hi friends, it's Kristen and we are going to do a little get ready with me today while I talk about a change I'm making to my life, like a big change. Temporary, but big. So I'm just getting some primer. This is a Ulta Beauty Poreless Face Primer, and then I'm going to use my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. So as some of you may know, I have been a nurse a very long time. 18 years now. I was freshly 21 when I graduated nursing school. Before that, I worked as a CNA through high school and college. Out of nursing school, I started at the local hospital, worked there for about 8.5 years, and then the last nearly 10 years I have been working in hospice. And not only have I been a nurse or caretaker for pretty much my entire job career, I'm the oldest of 5 children, so I have a very long history of caring for others. And it has finally hit me that I am really burnt out on it. Also, I work nights, and it has really kind of messed with just my schedule. I used to be able to bounce back really well. I used to be able to sleep fine. It is really not the case anymore now that I, am a little bit older. I think that seems to happen quite a bit. As you get older, you just don't sleep. It's just harder. On top of that, I do have a chronic illness that really impacts how I feel every day, and it's kind of hard, can be hard to manage sometimes, and especially when you don't have a really good schedule. And I decided that I am quitting. So yeah, I put in my notice last week. And my last shift as a full-time employee will be next week. I did agree to finish out the schedule half-time, so after that I'll work 1 night and then 2 nights and then 1 night, and I think that's the end of the schedule. And then I'm going to be PRN, so that's as needed. And I am going to work day shifts as a PRN nurse. So I quit, but not 100%, like 85% quit. It was a really hard decision. It, for one thing, like financially, obviously, there's going to be an impact. Obviously I talked to my husband about it. He'll, like, through his job, he makes enough about to just, like, pay the bills. Extras, we can live off our savings for a couple months. And yeah, so it was a really tough decision because I don't hate my job. Are there, tough shifts? Sure. Are there times when I'm super busy and it's crazy? Absolutely. The nature of working in hospice can be hard, even though I really do enjoy giving a good experience with death and try to make the dying process as comfortable as I can for the patient and their families. It can be very stressful. Oh Lord. Okay, we're gonna trust the process. My supervisor did offer to give me, change me to days if it would keep me there. And I said, not only is it the nights, but it's the long hours. It's 12 and a half hour shifts. And it can be crazy during the day. Like, you're pulled in a lot of different directions, you're having a lot of conversations, and I can't just, with my health issue, I need to address it like all the time, basically. It's not something that I can just take care of on my off time. I need to have some, you know, it doesn't take up the whole shift or anything. Like, I don't spend hours on my shift dealing with things, but I need to be able to address it if need be. And I have so much extra product. I put these two together. I used way too much. And just the long hours of all day. Like, by the time you're done, there's not time to do anything else. And I just can't do that on a full-time basis, you know. Like I said, I'll be PRN, so I'll work on occasion. Like 2 shifts every other week is kind of what it averages out to. Like I said, I do not hate my company. I do not hate the organization. I'm not in love with everything, but that's just the nature of the job. You know, there's tough things that has to be done. But it's not toxic. It's really not a bad place to work. I actually really love it, and have often encouraged like other friends of mine to work there, because it really is a great place. So that was hard. But I need some time. You know, maybe after a couple months, I'll be like renewed and ready to go, and I'll be like, yeah, I think I can do this. I just don't know. So, yeah, so that's kind of the plan right now. I just don't know what I'm gonna be doing in the future, and that's very hard for me. I'm not somebody who likes to just kind of fly by the seat of their pants. I like to know what's going on. I like to have a plan. So, but, you know, and it's not like I can't get another job. You know, being a nurse, that's kind of a guarantee. Whether or not I will like it is the issue. That was the big thing. Like I said, I really enjoy my job, and am I kind of shooting myself in the foot by, you know, quitting most of the way? Because is there something I'm going to like better? I don't know. I just don't know. So, yeah, it was definitely like something that I've been thinking about for a while. But it was really not something I could seriously think about, because my husband has been between jobs and a little, like, he was off work for 3 months and he got a job, but it was only a temporary job, so it couldn't rely on that. And so now he's got a new job. It pays pretty decent, and he seems to like it okay. So I'm hopeful for that. And yeah. So that's my big news. I'm gonna be a stay-at-home dog mom. At least for a little bit. We have a decent savings, but it's obviously not something that we can just live with until retirement time. So yeah, that's my big news, and it's scary, but I've committed that I need to like take care of myself, and that's going to take like working on better habits and putting myself first and finding things that work for me. And that's going to take some time and some effort, and I just can't do it and work full-time. So that's where we're at with that. I'm kind of excited about just having this time and being able to, like I said, form better habits, take care of myself, for probably once. But it's also scary because like being a nurse and being a caretaker is like a huge part of my identity. It's like been what I've done my not just adult life, but even as like a kid. Like I've been doing things for my siblings and stuff since my sister was born when I was 4 years old, or almost 4. I was like 8 days away from being 4. So it's just weird. I think it'll be good, but it's definitely going to be odd for me not to like have that, to be a caretaker to myself and not somebody else. So. Oh, I didn't grab any highlighter. Oh well. We'll figure that out later. What? See, I put powder down before I put my blush on. I shouldn't have done that. I get so distracted when I'm trying to talk to you guys. Oh well. That was the, oh, I want to say Made by Mitchell, but that's alright. Makeup by Mario blush. It's really nice. I heard somebody say that it's not the best for oily skin, but I think it's okay for me. Mostly because like I don't really get oily on my cheek. It's mostly my T-zone, so I think we're good there. Alright, so I'm going to use the Trailblazer palette that I picked up in the Ipsy Drop Shop. Oh, I better put something on my lips. My Summer Fridays, this is so nice. This is a vanilla something, right? Vanilla beige. Very hydrating. Would definitely recommend. So, there's that. That's what it looks like inside. Oh, those greens. I can probably use something here for a highlight. That's probably what I'll do. Not that one. Let's do that. Oh gosh. Just dropping everything. Okay. I think I'm going to go into, oh, Lindsay P down there. I think when this came out, they said something that it was, the colors are all women's names, and I think it has something to do with like people who worked at Wonder Beauty or like the founders or something. So that's really cool, I think, to honor your workers that way. Alright, what are we gonna do? I don't know. I want to do something just simple. I think I'm just gonna go in with the Noreen, that green there, with a fluffy-ish brush. I don't generally use really fluffy brushes because I do have hooded eyes, I have smaller eyelids, so just, I try to go a little bit above the crease, that way, because of my hooded eyes, it can actually be seen. It's going on very nicely, not patchy at all. Wonderful. It's a little powdery in the pan, some kick up, but it's not, I'm not getting a lot of fallout when I'm applying it, so that's fine. I don't mind that, as long as there's not like a ton of fallout when applying it. And even then, I can usually clean it up. I just want to do my face first because I wanted to talk to you guys about my change and my decision, and I knew that would take a little bit more concentration, and wanted to concentrate a little bit more when putting eyeshadow on, because I think if I mess up, that will be very obvious, whereas the rest of my face is maybe not quite as obvious. I'm going to take that same brush and go in with Elizabeth, which is this brown down here. And I'm going to do this on my outer corner, just kind of pack it on, and it's really nice. It's laying down really nicely. And just a little bit in my crease, just like halfway. Went a little too far on one side, so we'll go a little further in on this side. Okay, I think I'm done with that brush. I'm going to get some glitter glue primer for the shimmers. Even though they're not glitter, I just like to use it for all my shimmers. I feel like it makes it last a little bit longer, makes it pop a little bit better. I do also have kind of wrinkly eyelids, so when I put the primer down, I like to kind of smooth it out this way. Otherwise, it gets kind of stuck in the creases, and then I have creasy eyeshadow. I also realized that I forgot to prime my eyes. Oh well. And then we're gonna go in with Lindsay E, which is that green shimmer down there that is so freaking gorgeous. So I got that on most of my eyelids except for the inner corner. I'm going to grab just a really small brush, and I'm going to go in with Divya. I'm so sorry if I mispronounce that. It's this one right there. It's D-I-V-Y-A. Divya? Sorry. Sorry, D. I used to just put my inner corner shadow on with my finger, but I found that I kind of make a mess that way. Like, I don't have particularly big fingers, but I think my eyelid is just so small. So I've taken to just using a brush just to be a little more precise, a little less messy. And voila! Going to throw on my mascara. This is Define a Lash by Maybelline. My husband bought this for me for Mother's Day or my birthday or something, I don't remember. He tries to like buy makeup for me, but he's like scared because he doesn't know anything about it. So it's like, you can't really go wrong with mascara. And it's a pretty good one. It does flake a little bit, like kind of right away, like it's a little wet, so sometimes it gets above or below my like above my crease or under my eye. That's also because I do have long lashes, so that does happen, but just get a Q-tip and let it dry, wipe it off. Generally no mess that way. As long as it's dry, usually you can just kind of pick it up with a Q-tip or a cotton ball. All right, I like it. Put some lips on. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. lip liner. This is in, I don't know. Does it not say? I can't find a shade. Lip liners are $2 and they're lovely. Like, they're soft and they're creamy, but they stay. Like, they're not creamy where they're just everywhere. So I definitely recommend them. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of my Lawless Forget the Filler on top. As you can see, it's not a huge color change, even though this looks like very brown. I have found that these brownish shades give me a very good like outline without being a huge difference in color, even though it kind of doesn't look like it would be my lip color. I can't explain it, but it works. Yeah. All right, I'm almost done with my gloss. We're getting there. Okay, I like it. Do you guys like it? Let's throw on some setting spray. And that's my big news. My get ready with me with my big crazy news. I'm really like, I was very, very nervous. I'm still nervous, but I'm not completely nauseous all the time anymore, so I'm getting a little more comfortable with the idea. But like I said, it's probably not going to be more than a few months, unless I find some kind of other career that I really love, or, you know, win the lottery or something. Even if I never went back to work at a hospice full-time, I would want to be a volunteer there. Like I said, I am not upset with the company. This is not a toxic work environment. It's just not fitting what my body physically and mentally need anymore. So it's kind of, it's tough, but you know, sometimes you got to make those tough decisions and do what's best for you. So we'll see how it turns out. It might be great. Who knows, I might regret it, but I mean, gotta try, right? Alright guys, thank you so much for watching and listening to my rambling. I really appreciate you guys, so hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye!